Hey, a flashlight. But there are no batteries inside.
There's bound to be some in the house.
We can ask Rusty if he'll give us one of his. I'll take the flashlight with me.
On peut faire ça, ou alors on peut tout simplement...
This won't work. It usually takes 2 or more of these. This won't work. It usually takes 2 or more of these.
Ah, il faut 2 piles. Bon bah on demandera à Rusty alors. Moi je pensais que ça allait marcher. Et dans quelle lampe torche il faut 2 piles? Non, si c'est vrai, ça peut arriver.
A book titled It's a Wonderful Lie, The Judicial System and How to Exploit It for Profit. So many stupid words. I hate boring books. It looks pretty. The sand, I bet, came from somewhere far away.
That dim-witted boy sells these down at the local market. So the sand probably came from...
Nope, somewhere far away. Maybe some desert.
Sure, the desert.
I just love these old paintings. If I fail in my quest to become a world-renowned novelist and Pulitzer Prize winner, maybe I'll become a painter.
Sure. Are they letting just anyone be a painter these days?
Hey, I'm only 10 years old. The world is my oyster.
Elle a 10 ans, d'accord.
Please, whoever finds this log, I'm one of the developers, for bear with me. I didn't want to do it. They made me. Please send some... Oh no, I can hear him coming.
Wow, that's just disturbing.
Yep.
Le 4e mur. Ah, c'est trop drôle. J'adore, j'adore, j'adore. Je pense que je ferais les mêmes vannes si j'étais développeur. D'accord, donc quand on clique sur des trucs, on fait appel à son imagination, où elle invente des trucs au fur et à mesure.
Lex iniusta non est lex? Funny made-up words. Although they have a certain righteous ring to them. Just shining away. I have a similar one in my room.
You have the same lamp in your room. It's just asset reuse. Those lazy artists.
Merde. On a fait tomber la statue. On va se faire gronder par papa et maman.
There's a number written underneath. 107. What does it mean?
10-7's the police code for an unconscious or a dead person.
That's a little grim.
I don't make the rules. I sure as hell don't follow them either.
There's a small key up there. It looks lonely.
I guess you could say. It's just hanging around.
Bon bah allons dans le trou, de toute façon ça va être un jeu de... on va trouver plein d'éléments au fur et à mesure qui vont nous aider dans chaque salle d'avant.
It's covered in cobwebs though. That's so gross. Go in, Ted, and check it out. I'll wait for you here.
I'm sorry, doll. As much as crawling through spider-infested holes sounds appealing to me, I have to pass. See, spiders tend to nest in my fur, and then I have to take a bath and go through this whole fumigation process. It's a mess.
Bon, mais sans doute un truc qui peut nous aider. Un couteau suisse, une batterie, une lampe torche.
Are you even trying? I don't think so.
Le couteau suisse.
Do what with it?
Est-ce qu'on peut utiliser le couteau suisse sur la clé?
Come on.
La loupe.
I can't use that.
Alors attends. Alors, parce que là, à un moment, il va falloir réagir un petit peu. Donc on peut pas récupérer la clé. On peut pas passer par le trou. Même en utilisant nos trucs. Parce qu'il y a une toile d'araignée. Et pour enlever la toile d'araignée, il nous faut des trucs.
We should talk to Rusty. He may know something that could help us out.
Ok, bon, on va voir Rusty. J'aimerais bien, mais comment on quitte? Comment on quitte cet enfer? Ah, putain, c'est juste là, hein. C'est vraiment... Ah si, c'est... Ouais, non. Allons-y. Oh!
What the hell? What was that?
I don't know, Ted. Lights? Tricks?
Yeah, I guess. I'm getting too old for this.
Thing. This thing.
Yeah, sounds right.
Not really.
Ok, ok, ok. Ça devient un film d'horreur, le truc, ou quoi, là?
Rust, we need a big favor.
What's this about, Bear?
Rusty, we need a battery for our flashlight. We thought you could help us out.
Sure, I got batteries, but here's the problem, miss. If I give you a battery, I gotta shut down for the rest of the night, and I have to keep an eye out.
Can't you give us just one battery, Rusty? You'll still have a couple of them left, right?
Here's the thing, little miss. It's a closed circuit.
She knows. She's just playing on your soft side, Rust. We could take some of that edge off, Rust. Why don't you rest your eyes for a bit and let me and the doll here take over?
You? No offense, Bear. I respect you as much as anyone in Paper City, but this here is different. I don't think you could handle this red guy on your own. You should take care of Miss and Millie and leave the patrol to me.
Are you saying I'm not qualified for watch duty? We have to wrap this thing up, fast. There's a bottle of carrot juice in my desk that's longing for my return. We can keep an eye out for anyone suspicious in the meantime. Besides, you know I'm more than qualified. That nasty business from a couple of years ago, with them robots going missing. I was the one that brought that whole shady affair down, and you know it.
Are you trying to play me, Bear? I know you had nothing to do with that. That thing went so high up, there's no chance in hell Snoop like you even got close to wrapping it up.
You seem to have blown a fuse there, Rust. It was me who cracked that case, and I can prove it. I have the case file and the credentials, handed to me by the commissioner in my office somewhere.
Okay, settle down there, Bear. Let's make a deal. You show me the credentials, and I'll hand over the battery. It's not that I don't believe you. I just want to make sure you're not playing me is all.
Ted and Amber move away.
Oh my god, Ted, you're not supposed to read the brackets. A do-over?
Keep it rolling! We should get to my office, Doug. There's an old file I have to find.
What's this whole deal about anyways? Why can't he just give us a battery? We can keep an eye out.
Rust is having a hard time coping with what happened. He worked in that mill for over 20 years, and now suddenly he's got nothing to do. Let's just do this to humor him.
Poor Rust. Okay, you're right. Let's find that file.
I think by the time this is over, we're going to meet a lot of people in his position.
Ok, alors là on a... Bon, il veut pas nous donner de la lampe pour qu'on revienne à la salle de bain, on va devoir trouver autre chose. Allons dans la chambre des parents en vrai. Ou alors on va nous dire qu'on pourra pas aller.
It's locked. I mean, of course it is.
Je vois rien. Dans cette salle de toute façon il n'y a rien. On va revenir. Qu'est-ce qu'on a? Décoration étrange, j'avais pas vu ça.
It's just weird.
Yep, it's weird.
En plus c'est pas un dessin, il y a une ombre. Donc ça veut dire que c'est du relief, c'est pas... Ça va trop loin, attendez là, je suis quand même pas en train de faiblir déjà sur cette énigme là.
There should be an old file here somewhere. Nasty business from a couple of years ago. The robot union hired me to look into several cases of robot kidnappings.
I remember. That CEO of Illuminarium, Skinner, used robot parts to manufacture headlights at low prices.
Yep, I brought down that whole shady deal. Almost got shot in the process. Rust finds me unqualified for lookout duty. Probably thinks I'm a burnout.
You're not a burnout, Ted. I mean, you were more driven before, but I understand you've had a lot on your mind lately. Anyways, I'm really glad you're with me on this one.
Sure thing, doll. What, am I going to say no to you?
Thanks, Ted.
Don't mention it, partner.
Ok. Donc on va voir les dossiers. On va voir les dossiers qui doivent être là-dedans. Hein.
Is this it?
Yep, that's the one. Let's head back to that hothead robot.
Ok, ok, c'est bon. On va le faire plier. Je sais pas si on pourra passer par la toile d'araignée, mais au moins... on va faire plier ce robot. Mais bien sûr, il va se passer un truc. C'est-à-dire que il va nous donner sa pile. On va aller dans le trou, machin. On va revenir. Ou dans la salle de bain, plutôt. On va revenir, il sera désossé, le gars.
Having trouble finding your proof of competence, Snoop?
I'll find it. It's somewhere in my office. I know that much.
Sure thing, take your time. I'll be here if you need me.
Ouais, pardon, j'avais oublié qu'il fallait juste...
There you go, buddy. Signed and authorized by Commissioner Locke himself. Anyways, we really need that battery now, Rust. Time's a factor here.
So it was you. I'll be damned. That was a big deal for us robots, you know? I always held you in high regard, Bear. But you just earned my utmost admiration, let me tell you. You can have my battery. I can use a little shut-eye, to be honest. Keep an eye out, and keep little Miss here safe. Oh, and check on Millie from time to time. Make sure she's alright.
Thanks, Rust. We won't let you down.
Thank you so much, Rusty. Get some sleep. We'll wake you up in the morning.
C'est bon.
Rust.
Oui, mais on a besoin de piles. Ah, mais c'est bon, d'accord, c'est bon, c'est bon.
Hey, I got it
Yeah.
working.
C'est bon. On repart. Je vais juste voir si on peut l'utiliser sur...
Are you even trying?
Ok, ok. Bon, bah, on va dans la salle de bain. Ça va bien se passer. Oh, stylé. Alors, voyons un petit peu tout ça.
Pairs of towels just hanging out. It's full of uninteresting stuff. Every time I look at it, I see a beautiful princess. She's bound to live a long and happy life in a castle somewhere in France and have lots of ponies. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who will be a beautiful princess who's bound to live a long and happy life in a castle somewhere in France and have lots of ponies?
You are Amber? Like for toads?
I knew it.
Did that thing just talk?
I don't know.
Ça peut nous servir.
This duster may come in handy. I'll take it with me just in case.
Produit de nettoyage, on prend
No,
aussi.
but nice try, Mom.
Elle est vraiment dans son délire. Je parle pas beaucoup parce que je me mets à fond dans l'histoire et j'essaye de me concentrer surtout dans des énigmes comme ça où il faut parler aux robots. Pour tout ça, enfin... Parfois on n'a pas souvent la logique du jeu. Donc j'essaye de mettre tous mes neurones en compétition, mais ça risque d'être serré.
Submerged ruins of an ancient temple. I don't know what these are for, but I'm not allowed to take them. It tastes terrible anyways.
Je n'ai pas le droit de le prendre, mais elle connaît quand même le goût.
Just some stuff I don't really care about. Fun fact, if you stuff a bunch of them down the toilet and flush, the water will overflow and the repair guy will come to fix it. He will also complain about the economy and how he has to work on Sundays. Lots of creams and powders, also hair gel, a sponge thingy, some kind of paste and so on, intended to make you look presentable when applying for a low-income 9-to-5 position to grind away the days. I don't really know what all that means. I picked it up in a movie once. Nah, I'm pretty as it is. Cascading waterfalls. Maybe in our world, a happy little bush lives there, just sitting there between light and dark shades of blue. A waterfall. I feel like a lot of these are waterfall based.
You should really know what this is by now, buddy.
It's where I take long showers and contemplate life. Also, I sing.
Ok, bon, je vois pas d'autres trucs. Je crois qu'on a tout vu. Je sais pas comment ça peut nous aider. Hein. On va voir.
What's happening? What is this? Doll, you seeing this?
I don't know, Ted. What was that?
It's fine. It's nothing, probably. It's the middle of the night and the light is playing tricks on us. Let's go.
C'est sans doute la lumière qui met un gros texte et qui fait disparaître tout l'équipement et les meubles. C'est sans doute ça. Ça ne peut pas être autre chose. On peut lui redonner sa pile. Peut-être pas tout de suite. Ok, alors j'aimerais bien utiliser ça puisque maintenant on a ça. Ah, c'est un plumeau, d'accord. Je pensais que c'était la ventouse des toilettes. C'est un plumeau. Plumeau qui tient debout sur le sol. Hein. Parfait.
There, I cleaned it up. Go crawl through.
Why don't you crawl through?
Obviously, I can't fit. Otherwise, I would totally do it.
Sure you would. The case was spinning out of control so fast I had to hold onto my hat. Nothing made sense, and it was getting more twisted by the minute. We've come across an old buddy of mine who has suddenly found himself out of purpose and place. The steel mill where Rust worked for years got blown to bits. And hard work, honest people lost their jobs overnight. The police are writing it off as an accident. Coincidentally, there were a lot of accidents this past week. The whole damn city was burning up and no one was doing anything about it. Did I pick the wrong time to get out of that dump? According to Rust and Millie, one man is responsible for all this mayhem. In 1 week, he's become a synonym for fear throughout the city, and police and thugs alike are shuddering at the mention of his name. They call him the Red Man.
L'homme rouge.
I have a strong feeling in my gut.
Comme
It's
John
all
Rouge
somehow
dans
connected. My retirement, the
John le Rouge
fires, and the official cover-up. What happened
dans
before?
Mentaliste.
The Red Man. It's all leading to her. I feel she is the key to all of this. The last piece of the puzzle I have to solve. Does she know more than she's led me to believe? Or have I let my suspicions get the better of me? It's hard for me to admit this. It's also downright stupid. But I've let myself trust her over the years we've worked together. And I have to trust her now. Sooner or later, we'll find ourselves back in that hellhole of a city. This bond I have with her will be the only thread I'll have to hold on to when things go from bad to worse. In Paper City, all bets are off, but the stakes were never as high as now.
Ah. Bonjour, créature bizarre. Ah, le seul truc coloré. Donc là, ça doit être la scierie. Et la scierie, c'est dans la chambre de Flint.
I'll just sell this sword and buy some revives for later. A map? No, that's not right. It's a lamp. L-A-M-P. Depicting colors contained by various forms and shapes.
Il est très pragmatique dans ses descriptions. C'est vraiment, on a les deux ambiances, quoi. Deux salles, deux ambiances. Elle est à fond dans l'imagination de oh, ça pourrait être une cascade vers un château, machin. Et lui, bon, c'est juste des couleurs ensemble qui font des trucs.
A book titled Finding Missing Relatives for Dummies. That's oddly specific.
En plus, c'est dans la chambre de Flynn, c'est trop drôle. Et là, ils sont en train de voir un mec qui regarde des objets et qui dit sac de bonbons.
A bag of candy. I knew a girl named Candy once. Whatever happened to her?
Il y a même des trucs presque hors de l'écran.
It reminds me of a cocktail recipe. Add 2-3 ice cubes. Pour some liquor over them. Mix it in your stomach. Repeat. I call it the TED, trademarked. A book titled A Small Car on Top of Me. What? What sort of literature is it? What is this? A car for ants?
Ah, putain, il est tellement pragmatique, mais j'adore les bouquins des... Enfin, les développeurs n'ont vraiment, vraiment rien à me foutre parce que c'est juste du décor. Et dans un point and click, c'est juste drôle de cliquer sur des endroits et que ça dise un truc, même si c'est de la merde totale. Donc là, ils sont intitulés la voiture sur moi.
Lowlifes. I guess they are so used to police interrogations. Standing in front of bright lights is where they feel most at home.
On va leur parler.
I had a feeling I'd find you two lurking around. How is it that whenever something fishy goes down, you two are peeking around the corner?
Save your monologues for the shower, Snoop. We didn't do it.
And what exactly didn't you do?
Whatever you're implying we did or didn't do.
So you did it.
It depends.
Depends on what?
If we did whatever you're hinting that we did, or for that matter didn't do, and if the answer might incriminate us to a certain degree, then as a fact, I can state that we didn't do it. See? But if not doing it, whatever it is you're implying we did or didn't do would put us in the same position as in the previous statement, considering it was true, then we certainly did do it.
This is going nowhere. If you weren't a crook, you could have had a career as a lawyer, although the two aren't mutually exclusive.
Yeah? Well, if you weren't a Snoop, you could have had a career as a drunk, although the two aren't mutually exclusive, see?
Don't act smart with me, lowlife. I'll take you downtown faster than you can say I'm guilty. Now start spilling the beans, or this friendly get-together might turn out ugly for you too.
Ils sont peut-être deux mèches, mais en même temps, même s'ils ont des gueules de méchants, je pense pas qu'ils soient ensemble.
So, why are you here exactly?
That's none of your business, Snoop.
Listen here, you lowlife. I know you operate on the west side these days. I've seen you down with your face in the mud coming out from those 24-hour carrot bars near the harbor. I know you've seen things. You two better start being useful, or else.
Oi, Copernicus, how about you take a long walk down the shore pier, see? We ain't seen nothing. We're just a couple of them hard-working individuals, see? We know our rights. We pay them taxes and such. What's a Snoop like you even gonna do? You ain't a cop, see?
You got that right, pal. I ain't a cop. That just means I can throw a couple of knuckle sandwiches your way before I take you two lowlifes in. Not that anyone would care. I can just say I found you that way, or that the Reef King got to you before I did.
Maybe it's time you leave two exemplary citizens like us alone and find yourself someone else you can bother, see? I hear that crazy old coot's been chasing seagulls down at the harbor lately. Maybe he can help you, see?
CBG. Haven't seen him in a while. You're saying he knows something?
It's worth a shot, ain't it? It's not like you're getting anywhere with us. It's just that getting the information out of him might prove to be quite a task, see?
Don't worry about that. Me and him go back a long way. He'll talk to me.
CBG. D'accord. Nouveau personnage.
Why'd you escape the city?
Who says we escaped? Me and John just came to enjoy ourselves out in the country, see? We might take up fishing, or hiking. Yeah, those types of things.
That's just great news, Jimmy. I love it here. It's so relaxing.
Sure. And your escape had nothing to do with the recent activities regarding the Red Man?
What Red Man? Also, Snoop, Native American is the proper nomenclature, I do believe.
You know who I'm talking about, so stop playing dumb. Not you, big guy. I know you can't help it.
Help what? What are we talking about?
Forget it.
Donc on a le... C'est Cortex et Minus, quoi. Il y en a un des deux qui est complètement dingue. Et l'autre complètement dingue aussi.
Where is Flint Ashworth?
Beats me. He wasn't here when we arrived. Is he missing?
No, I'm just asking because I have these 2 tickets for Wuthering Heights on ice.
Oh, it's just wonderful. The reviews are overwhelmingly positive.
Shut up, John. He's just pulling your leg.
So you're saying you had nothing to do with his disappearance?
Who do you take us for, Snoop? We ain't no kidnappers. The kid probably went to see his friends or something, see? Besides, he's a tough kid. I'm sure he's fine.
Sure, because kidnapping is way over the line for you two. It's one of the few things missing from your MO. Maybe you thought you should step up the game. Who put you up to it?
Whoa, as I said, we ain't no kidnappers, see? We may have our differences, you and I, but you know we would never go as far.
All right, you're off the hook. For now. You two lowlifes heard anything about the Red Man?
We might have heard something. My memory's a bit fuzzy these days, see?
Tu aimes les deux sous de table.
Tell me what I want to know, and I'll buy you a fancy dinner.
Thanks for the attempted bribe, Snoop. I appreciate the gesture, but we're stuffed.
Aren't we all? I just don't get why you would protect someone that made you flee the city in the middle of the night.
Hold on there, Snoop. We're not protecting anyone. It's just that this guy, he's not your average sap, see?
Your memory's getting a bit better, eh?
Hey, we want to see this all sorted out as much as anyone. With all the folks leaving the city, it's bad for business.
Sure, I can only imagine. What do you know about him?
Not much, and the things we heard are mostly just stories. He's setting fires and whatnot down in the city. Wants to see it all burn, see? No one will stop this guy, Snoop. Not even you.
He's the reckoning this city was due for. He won't stop until everything is dust, and we lie forgotten in the sands of time.
What? What the hell are you talking about, John? Don't listen to him. He had a rough night.
Well, you two were useful as always. I have to go. When I come back, I hope, for your sake, nothing will be missing.
Besides the kid, you mean?
You trying to be funny, or you got the sudden urge to confess?
The first one, yeah. See you later, Snoop.
You better believe it. One more thing. You didn't find a key by any chance lying around the house.
Oh, yeah, we did. It was just lying on the floor.
That's what I thought. How about you hand it over to me? I'll keep it safe for you guys.
Sure thing, there you go. Now don't go telling people we never helped you. It's like we're partners now, see?
Sure.
Oula, pas trop proche quand même. Donc on a parlé à ces gens, apparemment, bon, ils disent que l'homme rouge, c'est une pointure pour nous et qu'on n'est pas de taille. Et d'un autre côté, enfin oui, bon, c'est forcément l'homme rouge qui a kidnappé Flint. Mais ça peut pas être eux, même si ils ont absolument tous les alibis du monde.
Well, this thing really stands out. We'll have to find another way.
Bah, il faut qu'il entre.
The weakest link in this whole construction. Maybe I could exploit that.
Ah, évidemment, vous êtes passé le... Ah, la clé de la chambre des parents. Évidemment, ils se sont partagés le... Voilà, l'affaire d'Amber. Eh, Amber, tu peux me passer un couteau suisse? Très bien.
I'll take it with me. Maybe Millie can tell me something more about it.
Ils en ont rien à foutre? Je sais pas, bon. Donc ça, c'est la scierie qui vient de péter, j'imagine. Bah c'est bon. Je crois qu'on a fini ici. Ouais, y a plus rien.
Those two clowns are in there, not being useful as always.
Did you ask them about Flint?
I did. They didn't know anything. I think they're just hiding from someone.
The Red Man?
That's my best bet, but who knows with those two?
So Flint's not in there?
No.
What should we do, Ted? We have to find him.
Well, we're not going to find him standing here. We should check other rooms. Maybe he's hiding somewhere. Mugshots gave me this key to your parents' room that they, totally just found lying on the floor.
We should start there then.
Such forward ideas. You're going to be a fine detective one day.
Thanks, Bear. You too.
D'accord, donc c'est eux qui nous l'ont donné, ok. D'accord, d'accord. Alors par contre ça... Ah si, attends.
Do what with it?
Si, pour l'attraper, non? Bah après on lui a dit oui, demain matin, donc... fini.
It's unlocked. Hope I don't get into trouble over this.
Oh non, c'est la chambre des parents, normalement c'est interdit. Ah, qu'est-ce qu'on a?
It's plastic wrap for your clothes, for some reason. An armoire. That's fancy talk for closet. It's for sitting down. Like, way down. It's one of my dad's cameras. It probably fell down by accident. I'll take this film strip with me. Maybe I can develop it later.
On va voir les photos cochonnes de papa.
My parents' bed. It's so big and comfy. My bed is like sleeping on a pile of rocks. Well, not really. It's really soft and fluffy, but this one's better.
Sauf que toi, tu ne fais que dormir sur ton lit.
C'est la fin de cet épisode, merci de l'avoir suivi, la suite arrive très bientôt. Allez, salut, bye bye.